Hey y'all, it's one of your other favorite Nosy Hens, A-Rain. Wants to give a really quick disclaimer. The Nosy Hens podcast talks about some serious topics and uses explicit language that could be uncomfortable to some listeners. So, please be advised. Love y'all. Clucky cluck, 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 ooh, hi,
It's a Nosy Hens podcast.
We're crazy and we're smart and we love you and we thank you. You're the best. Our supporters always come back and support us. Always come back and support us. Not I had it. Not I had the thing.
Like they was like, you ain't doing this today. Not today. We don't feel like hearing this today.
Y'all be enjoying our
They was
songs.
like, we ain't doing this.
Y'all be enjoying them, don't you? Hey guys,
Welcome
to the chicken shacoop.
Welcome to the chicken coop.
Welcome to the chicken coop. I am one of your favorite nosy hens. You can call me A-Rain.
And I'm one of your other favorite nosy hens. You can call me Jazz.
Yes, and you all are in the chicken coop where we give you, our listeners, our followers, all of the fun true crime. It's
Well,
not fun,
darn it.
but it is fun. And we give you some entertainment with it too.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Sounds like a good deal to me.
It is because we be coming up with some crazy stories. And speaking of crazy stories,
Yeah.
we got another one for you today.
Oh, Lord. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, so when I came across this and I read the articles on it, I was just thinking,
Yeah.
I'm still not understanding why people join cults and why they stay in those cults.
Real, dude. It baffles me. Like, I can't wrap my mind around how people can get sucked into one. And that's no shade, but I just don't understand it.
I cannot, Carl cannot. Do you understand me? I just be like, but you seen bad things happen and you stayed and believe that maybe it'll change. I don't be getting it.
I wish like there was like some kind of reality TV show where, it's like I don't know, you could get a prize if you do not get sucked into a cult. You don't know that you're on the show.
Yes.
But somebody tries to suck you into a cult, and if you don't get into that cult after a certain amount of time, you win a big old prize.
Let's say that amount of time is like 2 months.
Yeah.
Because that way it gives them time to try to put stuff in your head.
Right.
And if you're strong-willed and strong-minded, you might steadfast. You might be like just real steadfast.
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid.
This is stupid.
That's what I thought when I read about this cult.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, have you all ever heard of a cult or a commune group called the Anthill Kids?
Oh my gosh. The Anthill Kids put the fear of the devil in me.
Well, I don't know about the kids or the peoples, but that leader. Now, let me tell you something. I Googled his name. Roch Theriault. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks like it's spelled Roch Theriault. So that's what we're going to call him. You want to know why? Because he does not deserve.
He don't deserve putting respect on his name.
Roch Theriault.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's the correct. I don't.
Even if his name was Roach.
Okay. And that's what it looks like.
Mispronounce it.
That's what it looks like. Roach.
Mispronounce that motherfudger because he does not deserve.
So we're going to call him Roach for the remaining of the show since he wants to be the king of the Anthill Kids.
All right.
Mother flood puckers.
Okay.
So Roach was the leader of a cruel an abusive religious cult where his followers found it hard to break away from his twisted rule. Ooh. I like doing intros if you guys didn't know. I absolutely love doing them. It makes me feel like a storyteller.
Well, yeah.
Yes, it really does. So Roach was born in. Hopefully, I'm gonna jack up these the names of these areas.
Yeah,
because I don't know French. So
wait. Were they in France?
No, they were in Canada.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Roachy Boy was born in Saguenay Valley of Quebec in 1947. Right?
Okay.
He was a man who dropped out of high school.
And of course he did.
Yes, he did. No education. And people still are like, he is the smartest man ever. Let's follow him. So after he dropped out of high school, he began teaching himself the Old Testament. He was obsessed with the apocalypse, as a lot of cult leaders are.
Of course.
The end days are coming.
Because that's the way they can control people, is have them think that they are about to, die. Mm-hmm. And the only way that they will be saved is if you are in their group, know what I'm saying? And they got the key.
Exactly, Willie.
Control.
Yes.
Controller.
Yes. Or control. Yes. All of that.
Yes.
All of the things that you said because you're smart.
Well, thanks.
Yes. He was also obsessed with masculine authority.
So he was a sexist.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
He learned these things in his Bible study teachings. Yeah. So convinced that the world was going to end because of the war between good and evil was bringing it on down, Roach converted from being a Catholic to being a Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know anything about their church except they go to church on Saturdays.
Yeah, that's the extent of my knowledge.
Yep, don't know nothing about them. So he converted over to...
No disrespect.
Yes. If that's what you are, that's who you are. Great! So he converted over to them, and he followed all of their rules. No tobacco, no unhealthy food, no alcohol, and no druggies.
See, maybe I need to join him. Maybe I lose this last 15 pounds.
Well, I ain't joining nothing to lose no weight. I probably just follow.
See, I done lost the game show already. All they gotta be is like, hey, you want to lose 15 pounds? I'll be like, sign me up.
Hold on, what you say? The end of the world's coming too?
Great. All right. Let's go.
Oh man, I don't think you'll be sucked into it. I think after a while you're like, this is stupid, but I'm still gonna follow.
Let me lose that 15
right
real quick, and then
that'll give you 2 weeks. That ain't even long enough being in the cult to get converted.
Mm-hmm.
You just be somewhat. You're not even somewhat. You just using them. Yeah.
I culted them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Can't cult a culter.
Yeah. Oh, she's so smart and wise. I love her.
Thank you.
So back to Roach. His motherfoot pucker. His charismatic personality. And that be what be getting it too.
Oh yeah.
That charismatic personality.
You have to have that.
Yeah, you do. It got him to persuade others to do whatever bidding that he had. They were like, oh yeah, because Roach was nice to me. He was great. So while he was helping with the organization of one of the church's events, or just a couple events for the church, he was able to convince like a group of people to quit their jobs. Yeah. Yep. He convinced them to quit their jobs and join his religious group called the Anthill Kids.
This is what I want to know. what did he tell them, when he was like, hey, quit your job? Like, because my very next question is going to be like, how are you going to supplement my life?
Do you understand me?
If I quit my job, what are you going to do for me? Because
do you understand me? Because one thing that these cult leaders be doing, is the convincing, and then it's the isolation.
Oh yeah.
But when they convince, they putting it on. They making it seem like, yeah, because I really know this stuff. I really practice this stuff. I really do this stuff.
It's crazy.
And the people just be like, yeah, because he does it. Yeah, we're gonna follow him.
But they do, though.
They do. And me in the back left hand corner is like,
what the blank?
I wish y'all could see my face, because it's just like, I need an emoji for that one.
Okay.
Maybe I'll take a picture of my face and we can post it on the social so y'all can get the interpretation of what I'm visually, how I'm looking at them in the back left hand corner of the community center.
Because it ain't looking like she understands. It's looking like she is in a state of confusion.
Because I'm Confucius.
Okay.
Because how?
Quit your job.
Yes. So he convinced them to quit their job and join his religious group. So to answer your question on how they like supplementing, they sold baked goods and syrups and craft art stuff. Like they sold stuff like that.
So they was keeping their head above water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Temporary layoff.
Good times.
The credit rip-off.
Good times.
Scratching and surviving.
Good times.
Hanging in a child.
Good times.
Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Baby, don't let me boom. Good times. Yeah. Y'all, we take this podcast very seriously.
We do. We can tell that.
Yes, and we like to have fun doing it.
We do.
Yes, otherwise we'll be an anthill kid. So once Roach got these people, this group of people that was like, yeah, we'll quit our jobs and yeah, we'll stick it to the Seventh-day Adventist man and we'll follow you. Yeah. Once he got that established, he started going by Moses.
Oh my. Well, you know what? At least he ain't say he was the second coming of Christ like they all the other ones be doing.
Well, we working our way there. We're working.
Oh,
it comes in steps.
Okay.
You know, it's a step thing.
So he body hopping. All right.
Yeah, it's a thing of steps.
All right.
So yeah, he started going by Moses because he was their leader. And they were his faithful followers. He truly believed that he was put on earth by God specifically to save the world, guys. He himself was the people's savior.
Girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Still me in the back left hand corner of the room, just like I'm definitely we gonna upload that picture today so y'all can see I want y'all to see because
Yeah.
In 1977, Roach and his followers formed a commune, and soon after it went from being a place of we're all equal and we're all united and we love each other and we're free of sin because we are followers of Moses, aka Roach, and he is going to lead us on the right path to salvation before this world comes to a corrupt end. It went to the pits of hell. It definitely did, as we know. We predicted that just by the name of called the cult.
Right. I would have been like, hey, sir.
Yeah.
Why are you naming us after bugs? Like,
yeah.
Why are we? And then you naming us after the tiniest bugs?
Yep.
Like,
oh yeah. And he said it was because they worked so hard like ants, and they looked like ants working on hills.
Oh hell
Yep.
no!
Yeah,
I
that's-
don't look like no ant.
Okay,
Now
you
that's
mother
when I leave
fucker.
the cult. Now that's where
that's-
I lose. They lose me on the game show
because you saying that I'm a peon.
you trying to call me a ant face. I refuse.
Yeah. Some ants look like they smile.
Ants are ugly.
Very much
Bugs
so.
are ugly. All bugs do not. Don't associate me with bugs.
Butterflies.
Butterfly.
Let me
in
tell
the
you
sky.
something. Let me tell you, that episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
When they was babysitting Sandy's Wormy, and
Ugh.
Wormy turned into the butterfly,
Yeah.
and SpongeBob and Patrick saw that face when he landed on the fishbowl. Oh. I would never forget. Because then, to this day, I will not go to the butterfly house. I don't want that thing with that ugly face touching me.
Yeah, mama tried to get me to go to the butterfly house.
No,
I just
ma'am.
can't do it.
No, man.
You're not finna land on me.
Oh, because I mean, you beautiful from afar. But you touch me,
The
you gonna get
only
this
thing
foot
I like about
squashing
butterflies
you.
is their wings. I don't like the body part.
They body part and they face.
Yeah, none of that. I just like the wings.
Ooh. Ooh.
For real.
Off of that tangent, y'all know it ain't an episode unless we got a tangent for you.
Well, yeah.
That's just how these things work. Yeah. So after they went to the pits of hell,
Yeah.
the change started when the Adventists was like, y'all acting weird, and they kicked them out. They kicked them out of the church because Roach was trying to like gain leadership in the church because he was trying to get more followers than the little ones that he had. They was like, y'all gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, Mr. went from equal, unity, sin free, and he switched that behavior up real quick. So what we know most cult leaders do, they get real mean and violent because now they can do pretty much whatever they want to.
Yeah,
because
he got
their followers just are like, no, this is the savior, and whatever he does is wonderful.
Yeah.
So according to Roach, and this is like jumping from present time, not our present time, but his present time in the story,
right,
to the past. According to Roach, his father was abusive towards him as a child, but Daddy T, because I ain't gonna try to pronounce that last name, Daddy T was like, I ain't do none of that. I ain't do none of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But according to Roach, his daddy did. And I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that his father was abusive to him, because I kind of feel like if you're doing something like this or have a desire, you being exposed to something.
Yeah.
Whether it be TV, but I mean, you was born in 1947, so
yeah.
What comic strip was you looking at? So Roach slash Moses went on this crazy trip. He started to forbid his followers. Okay? He told his followers, brother, sister, you cannot have any contact with your friend. Isolation much? We on next step. He step one was convincing.
How do they be accepting that?
Because they trust whatever he says, because the little things that he has been saying, it ain't been wrong up to now. And he probably was literally just pulling stuff out the crack of his ass, okay? Not even the butthole, the crack. So that means it's been sitting there for a while and getting stinky and gooey.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, look, I almost laughed myself into a choke. So he convinced them to not have any contact with their families.
Yeah.
Telling them that the world and their families were corrupt. And these people were like, they are, because the world is coming to an end.
Yeah, my mom, who gave birth to me and took care of me for all 29 years of my life, man, she's corrupt, man.
Right. And it was up until like 2 months ago that she wasn't.
Right. Come on, bro.
So after convincing them, they lived according to his representation of what he thought. He thought the Bible was. Okay.
See?
Yeah. And they accepted it because they saw him as their God. And they accepted him as such. Okay. Of course, he didn't abide by the rules that he set in place for his little ants.
Right.
Because why would he?
Do as I say, not as I do.
And he started becoming delusional. They already had their commune. They were living full time on the commune after they were kicked out the church. He isolated them from the family, and he dropped all of those rules that he learned being a Seventh-day Adventist. He started drinking and he became an alcoholic.
Oh my freaking.
Yes, God. I wanted to finish that up for you. So in his delusion, he just started becoming really strict when it came to his followers. In 1978, the rules became more stricter, and he began to restrict even the members of the commune from talking to one another without him being present, because he was also paranoid as well that somebody was gonna be like, hey, you think this is wrong? hey, remember you think what he doing is. He was like, y'all can't even talk to each other unless I'm there.
It just boggles me how people go along with this.
Yeah. And they were faithful. What did you say earlier about him predicting the future? He predicted that the world was going to end in February of 1979. Yeah. Did that happen? I don't think so, because we're sitting here.
Look at her, bro.
Yep. So of course
everybody got a date.
Yeah, they do. And yep. Of course, we're still here. That didn't happen. The way that he explained it to his followers, which I'm pretty sure were kind of confused because they believed everything up until this point. And they were brainwashed.
And at that first time, all right, if they did not see he was wrong up until then, but when he was wrong and you saw it, then that's your time to come to your senses and get out.
Yeah, no, the senses were all lost.
Oh my god.
He explained it away by saying that there was a difference between the Israelite calendar and the Roman Catholic calendar, and that's why the world didn't end. They didn't say anything else in none of the articles. It didn't mention anything else about him predicting another date. I think he just kind of left it there because it was a oopsie moment for him. He was like, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I guess he thought they was all dumb. I mean,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he thought they were dumber than what he thought.
Yeah.
In that time that they were preparing for the February and the world to end, they moved their commune to a place called Eternal Mountain, and this was near I think it's pronounced Gaspe village of St. Jogues. I'm really jacking up, and I'm thinking it might be Yog.
Yeah, it could be.
Or Jog. I don't. I'm sorry if I don't. Yeah, I'm really apologetic about it. So they moved their commune there.
Yeah.
After the failed ending.
Right. The failed ending of the world.
The failed ending. Things got worse, okay? And how worse could it get? Only worse. And that's not even a word. It like I said, it's like an onion. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse until you can't even think it can get worse anymore.
Okay.
So, Roach wanted the commune to increase in followers. So what
that's his thing. He wants
more people to be able to control.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. They really, it was only 4 men and 9 women. And I don't think the 4 men was including him. So altogether, what's it like, including him, 15 people?
Mm-hmm.
So he only had like, was it? No, that's 14 people. So he had like 13 followers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So
wasn't enough.
what he did to make his commune bigger, all of the 9 women that were in this cult, he married them, impregnated them, and fathered a total of 26 children.
You lying to me?
Nope, that was a lot of work. He fathered 26 children with these women. Okay. He drank more and more and became more violent and adventurous with his violence. When he was drunk, he convinced himself that he was a doctor that could operate on people because,
Why not?
I mean, why not? Might as well.
Right.
Okay. In 1981, he sliced open the penis
Oh Lord.
of a 2-year-old boy.
Oh gosh. Oh
Named Samuel, and I am going to jack up the last name.
girl, next time do trigger
Gildware.
warning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Trigger warning. Sorry. Trigger warning.
Lord, have
But
mercy.
yeah, so he sliced open the penis of 2-year-old Samuel Gildware after the young boy had trouble urinating. Okay, so he
Okay.
thought, well, I could fix this because I'm God / Moses / Roach. Which
And
is
then
what
if he was God / Moses, all he would have to do is touch the little boy. Why you sitting up there slicing him open?
Curiosity and craziness and drunkardness
Hmm.
and power of control.
Get the up out of here, bro.
After surgery, Samuel kept crying, of course, because he was in excruciating pain from his penis being cut open
gosh.
by this idiot. And so because he was crying, Roach was like, somebody need to take him outside and beat him because he crying. So he ordered one of his followers, a guy named Guy Veer, to beat Samuel.
I'm literally beside myself right now.
Subsequently, Samuel died from his injuries.
Jeez.
What did they do after this? They tried to cover up the death. How did they try to cover up the death? The commune, so the people of a commune, set Samuel's body on fire.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yes. And Veer, the man that was ordered to beat Samuel, was castrated as punishment.
What? What was he punished for?
Because Roach said he needed to be punished. There was absolutely no explanation as to why he said castrate this man. No explanation at all. None.
And ain't nobody like, okay, I'm done.
No. Nope. They did as they were told. And they were also ordered to say that Veer was trampled by a horse. And that's why his penis was cut off.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Somehow the police found out about Samuel's death.
Yeah.
And Roach and 8 others were arrested and charged with criminal negligence causing bodily harm. Now, I don't know how the rules and the laws work in Canada. But
It's a lot more lenient in Canada and in the UK than it is.
Because when I was reading this, I was like, bodily harm,
Yeah.
they killed him.
Yeah, it's a lot more lenient.
But I guess they were like, no, what they did to him caused him to die, and the injuries caused him to die, and not the injuries that they caused on him. Because I would have been like, put all of them mother flood puckers in the dirt.
Okay.
And then build a jail on top of them.
Yeah, really.
Because yeah, I was confused when I read that. Of course, they were released back to the world of cruelty where Roach took it up 10 notches in his violence. The commune moved its hellhole near Burnt River, Ontario. And here's where the paranoia and his delusions got even crazier. They were already crazy, but like I said, it went up 10 notches.
That just is beyond me.
The followers were too weak mentally and physically to escape, no matter how bad it got. Not that there weren't people that tried or wanted to, that like if he, because people did try to leave.
Yeah. Oh, they did, huh?
And then they came right back.
What?
Because they felt like they couldn't live without him or his guidance.
You damn sure can't live with him.
Uh-huh.
He done showed you that.
Yep. So for Roach's own ease of mind and his own entertainment, he began having gladiator tournaments where followers were forced to fight in dirt rings, just so he could watch.
I'm beside myself.
Yeah, it's boy. This story, I was like, what is going on? If he thought they were thinking of leaving, because like I said, some people did.
Yeah.
But then they came back. So if he thought they were thinking about leaving, he would hit them with belts, and that escalated to hammers and the flat side of an axe. So he would hit them with those things.
You got to be kidding me.
Other forms of punishment were suspending them from the ceiling, and then he would pluck out their hairs one by one. He would poop on them.
Oh my!
After he would pluck out their hair.
Oh my gosh! I just can't.
He would order them to sit on hot stoves that were lit.
Shut up!
He would order them to shoot each other in the shoulders.
Girl, you gonna have to add. You gonna have to add a extreme trigger warning in the very beginning. You gonna have to do something extra because this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. He would order them, because the list is still going.
Jeez.
He would order them to smear poop on each other, and he would order them to cut off each other's toes.
Okay, at that point, if you are doing all of that, because see me, even if I had gotten sucked in, at that point, it's okay. Either I'm going to die by leaving, or
you ain't get ready to cut off my,
because
in
I'm
the,
not
in the
doing
words
that.
of the soul food grandmama, ain't nobody cutting off my leg.
Y'all gonna have to kill me because I'm not doing that.
It's traumatic. And even himself, like he would have them do things to each other, and he would do things to each other. He would also cut off their limbs just because.
And that's, girl.
He would cut off arms.
And then on top
legs.
of that, it's all of them and it's one of him. Why in the heck?
That's what I be thinking. I be thinking, like, how is it? But I guess, look, this a read to us over here, to us citizens over in this side of the pond. It's a whole bunch of us and a little bit of government.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there because I'm not a political person.
Yeah.
But I do be thinking.
Yeah.
I do be thinking. Yeah. To prove their loyalty, they would break their own legs with sledgehammers. I'm not about to sit there and be like, yeah. No, ma'am. I need my legs to run.
They're
up out of there.
just as mentally ill as
he is.
Yeah.
It got to that point. It
transferred to them or something.
Yeah. He also sexually abused his followers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Forcing them to eat their own poop. So they were eating each other's poop and their poop and his poop. And it was just poop everywhere. And I'm pretty sure
He is the devil.
I told you they was in a hellhole. Children were not spared from any of this violence.
Oh my gosh.
And he showed all kind of violence towards them. Sexual, physical, it's just, yeah. If there was a child that was alleged to be misbehaving, He would strip them naked and he would whip them. He would also nail them.
Oh my gosh.
Nail the children to trees, and he would force other children to throw rocks at them. One mother, that was a follower, one mother placed her newborn baby in a blizzard, hoping to spare her child from the wrath of this man. And that baby was left out there and, of course, died freezing to death. The death of this baby led to a 1987 investigation where 14 children were removed and placed in foster homes. Now, when I read that part, I was like, okay, so then some of the other children must have been old enough or had already been removed, like after the whole Samuel incident. Some must have already, because like I said, he fathered 26 children. The only children that I saw mentioned were his children that he fathered with these women.
No, men father, the other men father the children.
No. So the commune was investigated. 14 children were removed and placed in foster homes, but that is the extent to the saving. Only the children were saved.
What?
And the commune went on.
Wow.
It went on. All that was left, though, were just 2 men and 8 women. Not a big difference from what it started with. It started with the four men, 9 women. Lost a woman, lost 2 men.
All those people are dying, and just get the children out, and that's it.
Yep.
Wow.
They didn't do anything about saving the others. They're pressing any charges.
It's not. I get. Well, yeah. Is it legal? It's legal to have a cult, isn't it?
I think so.
It just depends on what you do inside the cult. It's probably perfectly legal to have a cult.
They're not harming anyone.
But this one was.
But they not harming nobody outside. And if no one is like filing a complaint like, he did something to me, I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they really care.
Wow.
I know, that's a mess up. That's mess up. So how could things get any worse, you ask?
Baby.
Well, remember when we were talking about him playing doctor and what he did to Samuel? He continued to do those things, and it just got worse. One follower complained of having a stomach ache or just pain in her abdomen.
Yeah.
So Roach forced her to get undressed, and he laid her on the kitchen table. Whenever he did like these operations and these procedures, he always used whatever instrument was in the kitchen.
Oh my.
So he was a kitchen surgeon.
Okay.
So he forced her to get undressed, laid her on the kitchen table, and he punched her in the stomach.
What?
After he punched her in the stomach, to which she complained that she was having a stomach ache before the punch, he shoved an enema tube into her rectum, and he filled her up with olive oil to help with the stomach ache.
Mighty God.
He then cut her stomach open, pulled out her intestines.
What was the purpose of punching her in the stomach?
Because he's a doctor.
I am just done.
And people are sitting there and watching.
I'm beside myself, bro.
Like, is this real? It is. As I was writing this stuff down, I was thinking, like, if they ever made a movie about this, I would not be able to watch this.
Hell no.
Because this is disturbing even just to read it.
It really, seriously, there's no way they could make that a movie. There's just absolutely no way.
No. And it's going to be somebody that's weird that's going to do it.
It would be one of those snuff film people. Because they would.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. So he cut open her stomach. He pulled out her intestines. He ripped a part of her intestines out and then shoved it back in her and was like, okay, you over there, stitch her up.
Wait a minute.
Yep. No.
He ripped some of her intestines out. She wasn't dead?
No, she wasn't dead yet. She eventually died, but she wasn't dead. She was still alive. And she had no anesthesia. When he would perform these surgeries, there was no anesthesia. They were just enduring the pain.
This dude is gonna burn good.
Oh, so hard.
I don't like sending people to hell. I don't like to say that. But this
Speak for
dude
yourself.
is going to burn good.
He gonna burn like a piece of bacon. Like a whole strip. And not the good kind, the bad kind. They kind of smell like spoil. So after he did that, because he wasn't done with him, after he pulled out parts of her intestines and ripped them and had the other member stitch her up, he then shoved a tube down her throat and then made like the women that were around blow air into it. Don't know what he thought that was gonna do. Okay? Because in my mind, if you blowing air into somebody, you're probably gonna cause an embolism. Yeah. The woman did end up dying the next day.
I'm surprised that it took her that long to die.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, Lord.
I know. And Roach, who, claimed to have these prophetic powers, said that he had the power of resurrection. Okay. So this resurrection, this is what he felt that he could do to resurrect this woman that he basically just murdered. He drilled a hole in her head, and he had every male member, including himself, ejaculate into.
Oh my gosh! Okay, yeah, you just definitely gonna have to. This is really catching me off guard.
It's a lot. But he had them ejaculate in her head. Of course, she didn't live because she was already dead and she wasn't going to come back to life. And that's just not how those things work. Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a different dimension right now.
Oh, me too. Me as well. So, it took... after all of that, because people were still walking around limbless, toeless, probably had all kind of disease
that is just...
up in them from eating poop and pee and
oh my gosh,
just incredibly injured. It took the near-death experience of one of the followers named Gabrielle Lavallee.
Oh, she gotta wait till she almost died.
Yeah. To be like, hey, something ain't right here. Yeah. So it took her near-death experience to happen for things to kind of like take a turn. So Gabrielle had endured blowtorches to her genitals. 8 of her teeth were taken out, and a hypodermic needle was broke off in her spine.
What?
Yeah. She tried to escape, but went back because she felt like she couldn't live without the cold. Because of this, Roach was like, I'm going to cut off one of her fingers. So he nailed her hand to a table, and instead of cutting off one of her fingers, he just cut off her entire arm with a hunting knife. Okay? She still didn't leave after that, but it took Roach amputating parts of her breast, and beating her in the head with an axe for her to actually be like, okay, let me go ahead and call the cops. Yeah. It wasn't until 1989. So what did this start? What did I say this started in 1977? So like 12 years for all of this, girl.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until 1989 when authorities stepped in and the Anthill kids were freed from Roach's reign.
Well,
okay. He was given a life sentence, which in this article it says he did not complete. I don't know.
Because in Canada it's 25 years is the cap for life.
That is
if I'm not mistaken.
I don't want to say that's stupid because I don't want to insult another country, but I kind of feel like if you did all of those things,
so why didn't he complete it?
I didn't see why in this article in particular. Yeah. In 2011, Roach's cellmate walked up to one of the guards and handed him a knife and said, "That piece of shit is down there on the range. Here's the knife. I sliced him up." He was 63 years old, but he did not die.
Well, you know what? Applause for the criminal that did his best.
Criminal number one, you should have stabbed him a little bit harder. So just go ahead and take. What could have happened?
Yeah,
was that knife could have went into his stomach and then sliced up.
Yeah, I mean,
and then cut, some of that intestine, like he did that one girl, and then just sent him into the septic shock and just killed him. I think that was
perform surgery on his ass.
Okay, I think he just probably forgot to do that. I think it just the knife slipped, and it didn't slip the way that we wanted it to.
Shoot.
Yeah. So Roach said a prophet sent by God protected him and his followers.
After he got sliced up. Man, shut up. Like, dude, you 60 whatever years old. Shut the blank up. Like, at this point, just shut up.
Yep. Even after all of this and him being in prison and stuff, his followers remained loyal.
Well, you know what? Then at that point, I just can't feel
right.
sorry.
And I was gonna say, at this point, they were pretty much mentally stuck.
You had a chance.
Because I don't think it takes that long to really like mess with somebody's mind. If they truly with all their heart believe that you are the truth, they gonna be like, yeah, that's yeah.
They just wanted to be there, and I'm sorry.
Yep. Another article. Because I'm bouncing back from articles, because after a while it was getting hard to write. My finger was like, ow. We're used to typing, not writing.
Shout out to my niece for those Nosy Hen podcast detective books that she created for us.
Yes, they come in the clutch. So another article that I read going back to him being caught in Lavalley, it says on August 16th, she managed to escape and she hitchhiked to a hospital in Toronto. In Toronto, sorry, I had to scratch my forehead. It said that Roach pleaded guilty to 3 counts. Pleaded. I thought that's what it is. It pled? Pleaded.
Yeah.
I want to say pleaded. I'm sorry.
Or pled.
That's why I'm like pleaded. Yeah, I be messing up words. So Roach pleaded guilty to 3 counts of aggravated assault. 3 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of unlawfully causing bodily harm. So the last article said that he got life. This article said he received 12 years in prison. And it says, however, another member of the cult then led authorities to the body of the woman that he sliced and diced and ripped up her intestines. Yeah. After they found her body, he went in to plead guilty to 2nd-degree murder and was then sentenced to life without the possibility of parole until 2000.
What happened in 2000?
That's when he it says without the possibility of parole until 2000. So like you said, they don't do like full life sentences. Yeah. So that's why it was the possibility of parole at the year 2000. Yeah. So this article, that last article said that he didn't die. This article says that he did die. So we're going to say that he did because he should have.
Yeah, I hope he did. I hope he did.
Yeah. So guys, we try to come to y'all with as much accurate information as possible. So we're going off like articles and, whatever we're finding. But sometimes it be getting me when one article says one thing and the other article says another.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the article styles. But that is
now
the
it
story.
says, that he died February 26th, 2011. That's what they say.
Yeah, in February of 2011 is what I have.
Yeah.
And it says he was stabbed to death by his cellmate.
Good
for you.
That was
little. Now, I do
he
apologize for the late trigger warnings on some of those.
I mean, you was just like throwing me back into the wall. Like seriously, every
like
time that something happened, yes, I feel like I was like blown back to the wall.
Your muffin cap was born black blue.
Seriously.
Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but as I said, I don't think that I will fall into a cult because my face, let me take a picture of it right now. My face is going to always look like this. Hold on. Y'all going to see it in about 13 minutes. Y'all going to see it in about 13 minutes when, look, when you done listening to this. Hold on, how do I take a picture? I sound like an old person.
Oh, you do.
But y'all gonna see this. Y'all gonna see, look.
You sound super.
Y'all gonna see this picture and be y'all gonna be like, what is going on with her? Can I give y'all a thread of my facial expressions? I'm gonna give y'all a thread.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get a thread of my facial expressions. Look.
Yes.
There's one. Look. There's another one. You're getting this in real lifetime. You're getting this in real lifetime.
Good night,
You
bro.
really are. But y'all, that's it that I got on that crazy man and his anthill kids. There are still survivors. I came across, I think it was a documentary. I came across something where it was like a video of some of the survivors.
Yeah.
Talking about how bad it was. Of course, I couldn't endure sitting and listening to a lot of it because it was just kind of just like it was heavy telling the story. I was just like, man, this is really disturbing. I don't think I'm gonna have nightmares.
I mean, seriously, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I would say just like we suggested with what was the young lady that we talked about? I forgot her name because my mind is, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh.
The young lady that those were the 44 days in hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just like we suggested on that episode, go out and get some fresh air and get this off you, because I'm going outside and wiggling my toes. I don't know about y'all.
I mean, yeah, you just gonna have to breathe after that one.
It's sure enough. So y'all, that's the end of it for us. Y'all can always reach us at
The Nosy Hens Podcast at gmail.com.
Y'all can also DM us at
The Nosy Hens Podcast.
And
like, subscribe, rate, share.
All of the things.
Share not the singer.
That as well. Just make sure y'all show us some love, because we enjoy doing this for you all, and we want to make sure that we can continue doing this for y'all and for us too. This is fun. I enjoy doing this with Jazz every week.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's a great time.
Yes. So
but this one,
it made my booty itch. Made my butt itch.
Goodbye, y'all. I can't.
Bye, y'all.